Hi, welcome back to misformeeple. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan, and in today's video we're going to be doing an overview and review of Wizards of the Grimoire.
So Wizards of the Grimoire was sent to us from Grimoire Games for a review, and we just got done playing it with the expansion that it comes with, because it comes with the Lost Pages expansion, and I believe this game is also available for purchase on their website. If you want to go check them out after this video, they'll be linked in the description down below.
Wizards of the Grimoire is a strictly two-player only game. It's a card dueling game.
I believe on the box it says card strategy game, but yeah, dueling, because it's just two people.
And you're fighting with spells. It takes about 20 to 40 minutes to play, which we thought was pretty accurate.
Yeah, it depends on like the strategy that you go about the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a pretty quick game, and it says ages 14 to 999, which I also would agree with.
999. I
like
mean,
that might be a little stretch, but
I like when games include like those kind of like Easter eggs, like because like wizards could potentially live for a long lifespan. So
yeah, but I think 14 is a good age for this, because of like some of the strategy can be kind of in depth.
Yeah. So a little bit about like the theme and what you're doing in the game. Wizards of the Grimoire, you are two apprentices of the Archmage who has died, who has been like the protector of the Grimoire. This book that has like untold power, and that your Archmage has recently died, and as per tradition, his two apprentices, or her two apprentices, whoever the Archmage was previously, has to compete against one another in a battle to the death to see who will become the new Archmage. So starting off Wizards of the Grimoire, players set their health tracker to 60 using the two health tracker cards shown here. Then you'll shuffle the mana deck and the spell deck separately, putting them face down between the two players, and deal out 10 spell cards face up between the players for all to see.
During the opening phase, player 1 chooses a spell. Then player 2 chooses a spell. Then player 1 chooses a second spell. And then player 2 begins the following turn order.
So during the turn order, you'll choose a spell from one of the 10 that are available. You'll have a spell cooldowns in which you discard mana off of each of your spells. Gain 3 mana from the deck. Cast any spells that you have available using the mana cards from your hand. And then performing a basic attack. When drafting spells, you need to be aware of several icons on the card. In the top left, you have the spell type and the spell activation, the spell cost, and then in the bottom, you have the spell name and the description.
There are 3 different spell activations. The first one is instant. These spells are activated immediately after placing mana on them. Delayed. These spells are activated each time a mana is discarded off of them. And ongoing. These spells are always activated so long as there is a mana on them.
There's 3 different spell types. The red are damage spells for damaging your opponent. Green are regeneration, which gain additional mana. And purple, the utility, manipulate mana or manipulate the rules of the game. Alright, so hopefully you know a little bit more about how Wizards of the Grimoire plays, and if it will be for you, or if that's kind of the style of game that you like. I really enjoyed this game. I'm a huge fan of like high fantasy and wizards and casting spells, and I even really enjoy just like one-on-one card games that like just kind of give you the feel of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering, to where I really enjoyed this game a lot.
Yeah, this theme is definitely a Mitch theme for sure. Anything with wizards, he's immediately drawn into. I really like that it's a very simple game. It's very easy to learn. Your turns are pretty basic. You're not doing... Your actions are really simple.
Yeah, you draft a card, gain mana, and then activate your spells.
Attack. Yeah. The artwork is gorgeous in this game. I really like that all of the spells are completely different, so there's no... 2 spells.
Yeah, there's no duplicates. There's, I believe,
think is really cool.
Over 70 unique spells in the game.
Because I think a lot of like dueling games, like Radlands, or I'm trying to think of another one, even like Shards of Infinity, they have like duplicate spells or duplicate cards in them.
Right. Yeah.
And so
Nothing against those, just that it was nice seeing like each card is different.
But the
it was
more
awesome.
times you play it, you're like, okay, I know I need to get like this card or all of these cards or something like that. This game, all of the cards are completely different, so I feel like every time you play your strategy, you're never gonna have the same spells because the deck is so big.
Right.
There's over 70 spells.
Yeah, over 70, and it's like we still haven't played with all of them yet. We haven't seen them all yet.
Right. So like the unique combination of your spell deck is going to be different every time. So I thought that was really cool. I also enjoyed like how combo-y it can be. You had a really good Grimoire the second time that we played, where your cards like just synergize together.
You can't activate a spell if you're still cooling it down. To where it's like if it costs 3 to activate the spell, then it's going to be 3 turns until you can activate it again because it can't have any mana cards on top of it. So I had some utility spells, the purple ones, that were pick up mana off of the spells you have already out. So I was activating that, picking up mana, activating another card, which picked up 3 more mana, to where I was kind of just like refreshing my spell repertoire like each time. Every turn. And then I was just able to hit you with that fireball, which was 7 damage, which was really nice.
Yeah, and normally, fireball has a cooldown of 5.
3. It's 3 for fireball.
Is it only 3?
Yeah, because you have to discard all your mana when you activate it.
Right. Okay. So it's a cooldown of 3. So it's like, it's supposed to, because it's such a heavy hitter, it's supposed to take longer before you can use it again. But because Mitch's Grimoire had so many other utility spells that let him constantly reduce cooldown, it was pretty good. I still snuck out the win, though.
You did. I haven't won this game yet.
No.
Which is a little upsetting.
It was a close game, though.
It was
second
close.
One.
It came down to one turn.
So we have played this at the basic level, which basically just means you removed kind of the more advanced cards from play, which are indicated, the ones with like the 2
stars,
or
if it has like a page, which is the Lost Pages expansion.
Right.
Which, that's one thing I really liked about the artwork. At the very bottom of the card, it's like, it looks like a page out of a book, and where the
like you're
description's
casting spells from your spell book,
which I thought was so cool. Like I didn't notice it the first time we played, but the second time, like I stopped looking at just the art in the top, and I saw that at the bottom. I thought that was just a cool little detail.
Yeah. So the second time we played, we did play with the more advanced cards and with the Lost Pages expansion. Which now that we've played with the more advanced cards and the expansion, I don't think I will ever go back to the basic one.
Yeah, definitely not. But for your first time playing, I definitely think you need to play with just the basics, so that way you're not throwing in too many of the delayed ones, because it could get a little complicated with that.
Now, does the expansion come in this box, or is this just the copy that we received?
I believe it comes with this box.
Okay.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it.
Okay. But yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I like how you can synergize your cards. I had one called Power Hungry, which I actually got both times that we played it.
It was out for a long time, and I regret not getting it, because I feel like that kept you in the running of the game.
So basically what Power Hungry does, we'll put the card up here to show, but Power Hungry is every time you do a basic attack, either you or your opponent, anytime a basic attack happens, that card comes to your hand. So I just kept a 4 power mana, which are the rarest type of mana.
Yeah, there's only 4 4s in the whole mana deck.
Yeah. So I found a 4, and I kept it in my hand. So every turn, I was basic attacking Mitch for 4 damage, and then that card was immediately coming back into my hand. I didn't have to discard it. And it kind of discouraged him from basic attacking me at all, because if he were to basic attack me, I would just get that mana.
I did basic attack you a couple times, because you had another card that was just, when you activate it, you got to pull 3 cards from my hand. So at that point, it was just worth me putting the card down, getting the damage in, and giving it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that kind of gets me to like one thing I wish I saw a little bit more of in this game was like counter spells or like defensive cards.
Yeah.
Whether that be like a 4th type, or that be like just added to like the utility sets. Like I thought it'd be cool to have like an arcane shield that can reduce damage. I only saw out of the whole thing one card that blocks damage.
I know we didn't play with all of them, but I mean we played twice, so we did get a good mixture of the spells. And yeah, you're right. There is no real like way to reduce damage besides the one spell that we
so where it can feel like you're just getting like smacked constantly without able to do anything.
I don't know if that was like intentional to like make the game shorter. It does play very quick. Like I said, 20 to 40 minutes. I don't think it ever took us 40 minutes, maybe 30.
I think 30 at the most.
It is only a 2-player game.
And it's pretty simple. It's not long to teach, not long to learn.
But I think if they did have more, like you said, like utility or defensive spells, even like that counter spell, where it's like, oh no, I have a counter spell, so you take all of this damage instead of me taking the damage.
Well, that's not counter spell. Counter spell just stops damage.
So what would that be?
You're talking like freaking, like a Yu-Gi-Oh card called like Magic Cylinder, which just like sends the damage back. That's
something that like bumps the damage back on them. I think would be cool.
I'm rubber, you're glue. With that sort of stuff.
But yeah, something more to like negate damage I think would be helpful, or even cards that would let you heal I think would be a good addition. Like
healing would be nice, yeah. I'd like to see
either
that.
a passive one, like if this card doesn't have mana on it, you get to heal 1. Even like a low amount of healing I feel like would be helpful.
I would like to see more of the delayed cards. The cards that get
only a few that we saw.
Yeah, I mean they're still really useful, but I'd just like to see just more of those ones, because those ones activate each time they're cooling down. Every time a mana card's removed off of it.
You could even have a healing one like that.
Yeah,
too. Like
I think
each time
healing
it
one would be
cools,
cool.
you heal for 1. Like that would be really good, I think.
Yeah, it would be interesting combos, but like you said, it would definitely increase the length of the game.
But I think it would add to the strategy too of like, okay, like these cards will play really well together. I think it would mix it up a little bit and not just be so, like you take damage, I take damage, you take damage, I take damage. I think it would make it feel more like a battle if you're like attacking, defending.
I would like to see the card. I don't know if it's in there. We didn't see all of them. But if there was a card that stole a spell from someone else, like you swap spells.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I didn't see it.
There were cards that would let you swap out your own spells.
Right.
But I didn't see you swap with your opponent, because that would be really good.
Maybe something that's like, torn pages to where you rip it out of their book or something.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Yeah. So there's definitely, I feel like, a lot of potential here for other expansions. Grimoire games, if you're watching this. I think, some counter spells, healing spells, defensive spells, I think would make this game even more...
It would make it longer.
Even more awesome than it is.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It's like, I like this game a lot.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going to float to a lot, since it plays so fast. And we primarily play it too.
Yeah, it's a great little 2-player game. I do like how quickly it plays, but I do kind of want more strategy. And I think if they just added like a few more of those different types of cards, like it would be there. Yeah, it looks like this was a Kickstarter game that was funded last year, and it just fulfilled its Kickstarter. So right now it looks like it's only available to purchase on their website, which we will link down below.
Nothing wrong with that. Like, hey, buy it straight from them.
I don't know if there was any retailer pledges to where if a retailer backed it, you might be able to snag a copy at a friendly local gaming store if they backed it.
Just buy it straight from them.
But yeah, I always recommend buying straight from the publisher if you can, if your local game store does not have it. Yeah, we really enjoyed this little dueling card drafting.
Plus the quality's pretty nice. Like, it's got this nice magnetic little box.
Like a book.
And it looks like a spell book. And like the card quality is you probably saw it in the B-roll. The card quality is pretty darn good. Yeah. And it's got some nice art on the inside.
Yeah, I really enjoy the artwork. That's one thing I'm particularly drawn to in board games, is the art. And I like how the spells are illustrated. I think they're really funny. Like the power hunger one, it's just like this big guy just like dropping mana in his mouth.
Is it mana? Oh, yeah. It does look like some magic stuff.
And it's like dripping down his face. It's very... the cards are very, like, well illustrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if, like, you constantly see, like, two wizards, like, showing up in some of the cards. So I don't know if that's, like a nod to, like, what the actual designers or illustrator looks like.
Like the two people fighting over the...
Yeah, but it's definitely the two apprentices fighting. And it's kind of cool, like, just kind of seeing that story. Some of them have other wizards in the background or with them. But, like, just seeing those, like, reoccurring characters casting those spells, I thought was really cool.
Yeah. But definitely check out this game. We really enjoyed it. Definitely a theme that Mitch is drawn to. I like fantasy too, but wizards.
Yeah, it was so good.
Wizards are all him.
I like it a lot.
But yeah, we really enjoyed this game, and we would love more from this game.
Yeah.
We want more cards, more spells. We just think it would make it that much better. So, yeah, Wizards of the Grimoire.
So if you liked what you saw, be sure to click the like button, subscribe, and click the bell down below so that way you get notified when we release new videos, which we release every Sunday. But my name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Wizards.
Wizards of the Grimoire.
Wizards.
Wizards. Today we're going to be talking about Wizards of the Grimoire. Jeez. Alright, fact checks. You can only buy it from their website right now.
Oh yeah, I think I nailed that. Do we even need to do that again?
Well, we gotta do one more for safety. Hi, welcome back to Emma's from Meeple, and my name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan, and in today's video, we're going to be doing an overreading review of Wizards of the Grimoire.
What the was that? We'll just jump right into it.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
Hello.
Wait.
Aloha, and welcome.
Do that on purpose.
Yeah, I did. Alright, ready? Why do you gotta keep fixing your hair in between everything?
I can see it doing that weird curly cue
It's
thing.
not. Well, I don't think it is until you start with it.
That was fine, right?
Between the first one and the 20th one of those is good.
Should we do one more?
Maybe do one more. Alright. Good? Ready?
Yes.
Set? Let's just jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my name is Mitch, and we are Emma's from Meeple.
That's not how we start.
That's not.
Oh, I didn't pull out the game. God it.
None of those pulled out
I
the
got
game.
so distracted.
I just figured you'd pull the game out when we got back from our intro.
No, I like pulling it out at the beginning.
So none of those are good.
Okay.
We did the intro flawlessly.
Yeah, we did.
My
We're
God.
gonna watch that back and be like, what the